Hi guys, it's Nancy. Hope you're doing awesome today. Happy Tuesday. If it says was live above my head, that means you're catching the replay. Just type hashtag replay in the comments below and I will welcome you. Let's send out my notifications. If you're not in my broadcast channel yet, be sure to do that so you don't miss when I go live. Keyword today is cardinal, so type the word cardinal, check your messages. I painted some cutouts on this, but it was fine because it has a clear coating on it. Then I can just rip it up. We are going to use this door round today, this rustic round, and we're going to paint it also. So honestly, I figured I couldn't lose either way. Got some flakes on it. We're going to get that off and we're going to paint it up. Hope you guys are doing good. I am doing awesome today. I'm feeling good. Things are good. All the things. So when you get here, say hello. I'm going to go ahead and do some measuring. I need about 6 inches somewhere here in the center here-ish. And I'm going to measure that off right about there, I think. You know what? I'm going to bring it down just a little bit just in case. I don't think it has to be perfect, but I'm going to put some tape down and measure this off, and then I'm going to check it with the transfer because I don't want to, I don't want it to be too bad off. We're going to say right about there. And I'm going to take this and measure. I rarely measure, but this one I'd like to get right. I'd rather not eyeball it, so I'm just going to do 6. Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow. I rarely get that right, so I hope you guys are good. We're going to tape this off, do some painting. After I tape it off, I'm going to check it with our transfer we're going to use today. This one, a lot of people said they liked, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one for everyone who said they loved it when they saw it. Did you see that there was a Peanuts holiday release? Hopefully you did. We are going to do a giveaway in my VIP group. So you have until I get off this live to go make sure you post your screenshots and all the things, and we will do a giveaway there. Let me find myself. Hopefully it's all good now. You never know with the comments and all the things. Hi, Sissy. I'm feeling great, Amanda. How are you? Hi, Marsha Dean. Donna Schiller. It is so hot today. Ridiculously hot. Let me try to remember what color I wanted to paint it. Okay, we're going to paint the center red. Hi, Mary Ann. Hi, Jen. Thank you. Let's just stay that way. Yes, Lena. Hi, Christina. And Susan and Dawn and Mary. How's everybody doing? And Jen. Hi, Maud. How have you been, Maud? Hopefully good. Okay, we're going to paint this, but let me just... We're going to use the Mary Message transfer, you guys. It's okay, Jen. It's in my VIP group. It's mainly for customers, that kind of thing. You didn't miss much. Okay, this is going to work, I believe, because that's going to touch. It could come down lower, but can I do this lower? I think I need to lower them just a little bit. K-Wolf, how are you? I'm going to lower this actually just a little bit down from my original marks. And then I'm going to lower this one also. No worries, Jen. Okay, let's see, we have that. We're just going to lower this a smidge. This part I'm going to eyeball. Okay, let's get this painted. Thanks for the sprinkles. Type the word cardinal, guys, and check your messages. I decided to go with this bright candy apple because I think cardinals should be bright red. So this is what I chose to use, but you can use any red that you have. If you love that dark red from the On Vogue colors, go ahead and use that. Hi, Chris. How are you? Hopefully you're doing good. Gosh, I hate to even say it because I do think I'm better now. Because I really, the jinx can be powerful. But no, I do think I'm better. I feel better. I've been resting when I need to rest. So if some nights you guys aren't seeing me live, it's just I got to take care of myself so I can be here for you all. Oh, you got the whole Snoopy kit. You guys, if you have not placed an order for the Snoopy holiday launch, it will not restock. So don't wait too long on the ones that you love. There are 9 new transfers that launch that are winter Christmas themed. If you are a Peanuts lover, those are so cute. I did buy them all myself. I am working on the cutouts for those. I traced them all. I just have to actually cut them on my machine and post them on Etsy if you guys are looking for those. I will have those up hopefully in the next few days. They are so stinking cute. Tell me if you've seen it, which ones are your favorite. I love Charlie Brown with the little tree. But, I mean, Snoopy and Woodstock on that sled is so cute. It'll be cute. Hi, Denise. How are you? I'm nervous. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Chris. Oh, Jen, I am taking 4,000 milligrams a day, no joke, of vitamin C along with some other things. So trust me, I am doing it. Definitely doing it. That I am not skipping on. Lots of other vitamins too. You listen and watch Nancy, your tornado won't happen. Oh, you're so nice. All right, let's get this dry. I love them all, but Snoopy in the big coat. Okay, that one is cute also. You guys haven't seen it. He's like in the world's puffiest jacket. They're so cute. And there's one big one that's similar to the wreath that I did with a Santa, but it's Snoopy in the wreath. That is really cute also. Hi, Denise. Thank you, Janet. So glad to see you. So glad to see everybody. I feel good. I'm glad to be alive. I actually did some pre-painting, so you guys won't have to watch too much painting, but we do need to get our round painted. If you prefer your round to be brown, feel free to keep it brown. This is what I wanted to do, so this is how I'm doing it. Tomorrow at school, you guys, we have career day, and what that entails is the kids get to grow up. They get to dress up like what they want to be when they grow up. And then we go to the other classrooms and they talk to the other classrooms about what they want to be when they grow up and why. It's very cute. It's super cute. Usually we do it on a Friday, but I don't know. I think we have pictures or something on Friday. That's why we couldn't. I don't know. I'm just along for the ride here. Let's see. Where does that black coming from? I love the piano with the, oh, that's good too. I love that one too, Mary. That's a good one. That is a good one. They're all, honestly, it's not like I'm a huge Snoopy fan or a huge whatever fan, but they make me want to want them. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Like, I don't necessarily have to have everything the Snoopy characters or in all the characters, but they have made the cartoons so adorable that I can hardly stand it. Stress-free until my daughter got home. Is she home now? So are you saying she's home and you're staying stress-free? Well, hopefully this craft page is stress-free for you also. Crafting should be your outlet. Should not be stressful, hopefully. I am going to, just to smooth out my paint, you guys, I am going to get a little water on my foam brush and spread out my paint a little bit. I do too, Sissy, because first of all, this year is amazing. And they're all amazing, except now I said to one of them, you don't need to parent me. I understand. I know what to do. They kind of know a lot and they're very mature. I said, I don't need your help. Thank you very much. Anyway, it was very cute. It was just all in fun, right? But they are adorable. They will be cute tomorrow too, I'm sure. One of the girls, you guys, I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit. She is one of the staff students in my classroom, and she's going to be like a weather reporter or a news reporter for the career day. And her mom and I were talking, and I said, oh, I can make her a TV. So I made her this Snoopy TV that's behind me but I have this part cut out so she could put her face in it. We did it secretly so not everybody knows that I made it. Only she knows and her mom. But I had so much fun cutting that out and making that for her. It was so fun. I feel the same way about Pete, even though I grew up watching them. I bought some, but I don't need all of them. I bought all of them because they were adorable. But I know what you're saying. Like, I don't necessarily need them, but they made me want them because they're so cute. Hi, Vicky. How are you? Disney fan. You never know, Chris. You never know. Never say never. Never say never. No stress free until she got home. LOL. Sounds adorable. Okay, I'm just checking all this. Denise says she loves Snoopy. I get it. Me too. I get it. He's cute. He is cute. All right, let me get this painted. Thank you, Mary. I just thought it would be cute with her head in it because she's going to be a weather reporter. And then I said, you know what? If she doesn't want to use it, she can just use it with her Barbies. Pretend her Barbies are on TV. It brought me joy to make it, so whatever. Okay, we got this part done. Now what I want to do is I'm going to just a little bit, because I'm going to put the tape on here. Hang on. I don't want it to pull up my paint. So I'm going to actually wax here, even though I'm not going to chalk on here. I'm going to wax it just so my tape doesn't pull it up. And I'm only going to do like the edge here. Well, I may end up doing more than the edge, but you get the gist. I'm just trying to protect my paint that I put down from this tape I'm going to put on it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to paint the top and bottom bright white. I guess I'll do it this way. I'm going to make it so I can just barely see that red. All the way across, just so I don't have a gap. Once in a while I've done this and then I've had this little gap and you gotta fix it and it's annoying. So I don't want that to happen. So we're gonna do this. We're just going to make it so you can barely, no, not that much. So barely see that red all the way across. And then at school today, one of my boss actually, she was like, here, I'm going to inspire you. So she got a gift that came with these easels that were clearly made by a laser cutter. So it's a little stand to make an easel. So I'm going to be working on those too. Hi, Lori. Thanks, Vicki. Appreciate you. Okay, in the top and the bottom, we're just going to paint in this plaster chalk paint. And I don't know if we're going to need one coat or two, but this is our painting for the day. Because I use this to paint my cutouts, so I want it to match. So I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm going to try not to get too much on the edges. Man, my cutouts were a mess. I even cleaned up the edges already, so you have to watch me do it. You guys, I was super heavy-handed with the paint. I was talking to Caitlin while I was painting them yesterday. I thought, well, I'm just standing here. I'll paint this for tomorrow. And man alive, the edges were a mess. So I took my Sharpie marker, went all along the edges, and clean those up so they would be good for us. I've got like something in my brush that's causing keeps doing it. I thought I got rid of it. There we go. I think I got it. Okay, let's get the top painted. And then we may have to do another coat. Lori said, I've seen how someone laser cut a back like the back of a frame to stand up like crafts. Oh yeah, you could do that also. I've seen that too. You guys, with teaching and doing this, I have not had time. I have like no minutes in my day. None. And I'm fine with it. I'm just saying I wish I had more time to spend on my laser because there's so much I can do with it that I would like to do for you. Unfortunately, I am at school for 7 hours a day. And I have a husband who is not super needy, but, you know, I would love to spend some time with him. So I am trying in my free time, in my downtime, to add new different things. This is my goal for all of you. And maybe I will retire one day from teaching and I'll have even more time for my laser. We'll see. There's goals there. There are goals. I do love teaching though, so it's kind of it's a dilemma. I love doing this and that. So it's kind of one or the other. All right, let's give this a quick dry. I should have painted this too, sorry. Okay. Janet, where was your daughter coming from? Like you said, until she got home, like, was she in a scary place? Was she on a super long drive? Trying to think like why a mom would be worried. We could have been playing with you, my friend. We could have done all that with you. All right, we're going to give this one more quick coat and then just set it aside. I'm going to pull up my tape and set it aside because 2 coats should be plenty. Oh my goodness, and I wish I would have thought to bring this in. I'll take a video and show you, but I made something. A friend of mine, her father passed away, and she wanted something to remember him. So she bought a wind chime, and then I created the part that dangles on the bottom. I created a heart, and it's like a floating heart inside a heart, essentially, with his name and his, birth date and then death date. And I finally got it finished, and I had to stop and get some gloss sealer for it. But it's hanging outside. It turned out so pretty, and I'm going to give it to her tonight. So I think she's going to love it. It turned out really good. I will take a video of it and maybe post it in my stories so you guys can see it. It turned out really, really good. Tell the school they need to shorten the day so you can craft more. Exactly, sissy. If I could only work 9 to 11. I was going to say 10 to 2, but that's longer than I need. I need shorter. I need 2.5 to 3 hours there and the rest at home. If I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, that's what I need. But, they need teachers to teach. I can only do what I can do. We'll see. We'll see what life brings. Okay, we're going to set this aside. It sort of looks like a... Right now, it's reminding me of a bobber, but it's not going to be that. You would like to see it? I will post it. I will, if she's okay with it, because it's her dad's name and everything on it. I will show you, but I think it turned out pretty, and I'm kind of picky. All right, this is where we are so far on this. I'm going to set it over here, I guess. Okay, so now I knew this was going to be a big project. I wanted to do it yesterday. The only reason I didn't is because I knew I had to paint a bunch of things. So I went ahead and pre-painted all the cutouts for this. I did use the chalk paint, but you could use chalk paste. It was just the color I wanted and all the things. Hang on, let me grab my paper towel. Okay, this fell yesterday, and I knew I would forget to pick it up, but here we are. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to do some chalking, okay? So we have this reusable silkscreen transfer. Don't be afraid of it. It is giant. It's not that giant. It's 18 by 18. It fits the door around perfectly. If you don't want, to use the cutouts, you totally don't have to. You would just need to sand and wax your whole thing and then lay this down, okay? Hi, Patricia. I'm going to pull this up. It's very sticky, this one. And it's just easier sometimes with these larger transfers to just have it sticky side up and then put your towel down and then do it like this to add your lint. Okay? So I'm going to do this a few times. So many people love this transfer. This is why I wanted to make sure I did it early, because if it sold out, I didn't want to be bummed because I know so many people love it. I wanted to be able to show it to you guys. They are not restocking the holiday items anymore, so just know that. There's so many to choose from, though, and there's so many great designs. You know, if you don't get the one you want, you can always get another one. There are different kinds. And what I have done before, too, is just take like a bigger bath towel and fuzz this, okay? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to chalk everything. And I'm going to take so I painted all these, like I said, and I've already sanded them. I did not wax them, so let's hope that that works out okay. But I'm just going to take my letters and flip them over and line them up as best I can from this way. And then if we have to make some small adjustments, I will. No big deal. I just think it's a little bit easier to do it this way than, oh, I missed this part. Hang on. Hold, please. I missed this little doolally part on the inside here. Or I just did a bad job of it the first time around. Okay. I love how this C kind of scrolls around. So we're going to do the letters first, and then we'll go back and do, I'll go back and do the other part, because this will just be done once. The top and bottom we need to do twice, so I just want to get these drying and out of the way and ready and done and all the things. So we're going to put our letters on upside down. I think it's going to be fine. Hi, Lori. I placed my order this morning, the quick order. I look at my order and it said downloads. Oh, no. And IT is supposed to be fixing it. So as it stands right now, I have been charged over. So wait a minute, you're saying you accidentally ordered the download one instead of the... It was an error. Okay, so they had the error. Okay, but they're going to fix your shipping? Okay, there was a shipping issue, Vicki, in the beginning of the morning I saw. I mean, I'm just reading. I don't know what. They will make it right. I wouldn't worry. You just may need to get back on the chat and everything. But this morning there was an issue where nobody was being charged any shipping, which is a problem. And because shipping is crazy. And then they fixed it. So I'm wondering if that was why, like maybe you got in there and I'm just wondering if that was an issue. I have to look at mine. I don't know what happened to me. So you shouldn't be charged $25 for shipping. I wouldn't think even for the downloads. Why is there shipping with the downloads? You had an issue. Yes, there was no shipping being charged at first. I'm going to put this down just so this transfer doesn't stick to my desk. And just flip this around and then double check this. I know they will make it right. I know it's a hassle. It's like annoying when things don't like go the way they're supposed to go. So my H is a little bit wonky. So we're going to fix that. They will make it right. I mean, I've never had a thing with chalk where they didn't, where I was like mad at the end. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes like it's resolved, but you're not happy about it. I've never had, actually, most of the time, anything that I've had where something got broken in the mail or what, I mean, it happens. The mail is annoying. they usually reship me like the whole thing, even though I only need a piece. It's kind of crazy. Okay, what do I got here? Okay, here we go. So we've got Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I decided I'm going to do all this in Ivy. I just hope I get my transfers and not a download. Well, how did they resolve it with you? What did they tell you when you were on the chat? And on top of that, you should have gotten an email after your chat was done with a transcript of everything that was discussed. So, I mean, you should get it. You should have like whatever was fixed, like everything should be in your email. Did you happen to see if you got an email? Because I always get an email. Like even anytime I get on the chat, whether it's for me or for somebody else, they send me like a follow-up email with the transcript. So you're good. You may just have to explain it a couple times, which, nobody loves. I did have to do that, but it always worked out in my favor. Okay, so far I've done all that. I'm just going to pull those off for now, I guess. All right, let's go through the rest, pull these off, and then we'll do the other ones. They are charging me another $12, nothing about transfers. So you didn't get a receipt. Well, you can check in your orders under personal orders, Vicki. You can look there also. So what I would suggest is go under your designer account. Go to click on the three dots, click designer office, click personal orders, and look and see what's in there, because it should be in there. Okay. All right, we're going to pull all these off. What was going to be the easiest way to do this? Hi, Beverly. How are you? I'm going to get green all over my table, but honestly, I just thought this would be the easiest way to get these done. I could be wrong, but I feel like this would be the easiest way to pull them off. All right, we're going to pull all these off, let them dry. Oh, see, I waited too long. Ugh. I waited too long, and now I'll show you what they look like when you wait too long. Nancy, I should have pulled them right off, but I didn't. My Happy New Year dried in the silkscreen. This is a what not to do moment. How about here? This one's good. Let's get my Christmas off so I don't have to redo those. Okay. This is a what not to do moment real quick, you guys. If you wait too long, this is what your transfer will look like. It'll be distressed looking. And that's what I did. But that's okay. We're going to just set that aside for now. And I'm not going to think about it. I'm just mad at myself because I was trying to. This is what it should look like. And this is what this looked like. So do you see how the difference? So this is just because I waited too long. I should have pulled those off as I went. And I did not. But that's okay. Okay. We're going to ignore that. And we are going to work on our other two cutouts. Okay? Yes, it dried in the silk screen. That's what happens when you're chatting away and going too slow. It's all right. All right, I'm going to line up this top part as best I can here. Should line up perfectly. And it does. I love my laser cutter. Can I say that? Can I just say how much I love it? Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do the bottom. We're going to line this one up. Hold please while I line this one up. This is what I get when I'm... Okay, so what I suggest is doing a light color, okay? One that you can chalk over pretty easily. It is amazing, and you can make any shape, do anything. It's awesome. It is awesome. So what I'm going to suggest is using this is camel. You can use camel, you can use June, you could use vanilla, whatever you like to create your outline. Now, I used to chalk everything in black and do it that way. But I think it's just that when you go back over it, it looks, I don't know what I want to say. It just looks very black on the edges when you lay your transfer back down. So I've kind of stopped doing it that way and going with the suggestion of doing just the lighter color and then going over at the end, the whole thing in black or any, darker, sharper color that you'd like to use. Today we're going to use black, but I get nervous to use that big of a trick. Oh, Lori, it's no different than the smaller one, other than I was chatting away like a crazy person. Not a crazy person, but you know what I'm saying. There's no, I mean, what do you think is nervous about it? What makes you nervous? What are you afraid's good, what is your fear? And maybe I can help you with that. Okay, so we're just gonna lift this up. I did not wax it because I want to paint in it. And I just didn't want it to beat up, and I just think it would be easier like this. So I'll show you. This is how it turns out when you just do your outline. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Let me carefully do this. It's going to stick to my table, but I'm all good. Usually I work with the backer sheet. I didn't do it this time, but I'm so annoyed at myself in those letters. You guys. It's fine. It's all fixable. It's just annoying. That's all. Just annoying. Okay, so all I did with this camel color is create like a storybook outline for us to paint in, okay? You're right. Just the outline is absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that so pretty? Hit the heart button for me, guys, if you're just watching, hanging out, enjoying the show. About not having as much control over the actual transfer when trying to play. Oh, the easiest way to lay it back down is having your backer sheet down as a base. That does help the most. I need to clean my transfer because we are going to need to lay it back down. It just might take you an extra minute, but it's not really, it's not a big deal. I actually usually use a larger mat when I clean. But I this time. All right, so I'm just going to clean both sides with a board eraser. That way we will be able to lay our transfer back down and all the things. Thank you for the hearts. You guys are so nice. Now, make sure, guys, before you make any purchases that you enroll in the Perks program, you can enroll in the Perks program. Well, you can enroll for $20. You get your $20 back every month in design dollars. And then you can use those design dollars and whatever other dollars you want to use to shop at 30% off. But there's a huge promotion going on right now for Perks members, new Perks members, and new designers. You can join my team and buy this kit that is so gorgeous. I posted it in my stories. Hopefully you saw it. It's over $250 worth of product, you guys. For if you want to enroll as a designer on my team, you can get it for $49. $49, you guys. It's got all the current Christmas stuff in it. It's all like current designs. There's 2 new surfaces in that kit. It's 2 new chalkboards. I'm just going based on memory. Oh, it's all this. You get the Santa. I saw that transfer. You're getting this one actually is in this kit. So if you love this and you want to save money on all your stuff, either enroll as a new Perks member or join as a designer on my team. I know, Lena, me too. I was like, dang, they're getting a fuzz cloth. They're getting all that paste. I think you're getting 4 jars of paste. You guys, just the paste alone is going to cost you $40. So you're getting 4 jars of paste. You're getting these 2 surfaces, all of those transfers, the ornaments, the one I'm using, Santa. You're going to get the door round that I'm using for $49. It's insane. And honestly, you do not have to sell. You don't have to do any of that. You can, but you don't have to. So there's my PSA for now. Okay, so we're going to, what time is it? Oh, I swore. Okay, I don't want my phone to die, so I'm going to take my charger and plug it in. I had 2 devices going and one was already plugged in. I'm like, okay, at 4:30, you need to switch. And I need to plug in. Everything's on low juice here right now. So guys, if you have any questions about being a designer or the Perks program, either one, feel free, ask away. Okay, this is already dry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and paint my berries. And I did not wax, and it turned out just fine. So if you forget, it's not a big deal sometimes. Sometimes you pull up your paint. Now, I painted these cutouts yesterday, so I had some play, I think, because of that. Isn't it an awesome deal? Okay, thanks, Vicki. If I could, ask for you, I would, but since you're a designer, they're going to want to chat with you. But I'm happy to guide you however you need to be guided. Oops. So you could take your markers and paint in. I like to use the paste, but sometimes you have a little more control with your markers. But I'm going to go ahead and just paint in. Now you can go over all that brown. That's fine. That is what's brown right now is going to end up being our final color, which will be black. But all the white spots, I want to get red. Now, I don't know what these are. They almost look like don't know what these little thingies that are hanging here are. I think I'm just going to paint them red because I'm going to pretend they're berries, though I really don't think they are. Okay, then we have our cardinal. He's going to be what I think beautiful candy apple cardinal red. Again, use whatever one. You can make this a female cardinal and do it in grays and browns if you like. I like that this has the cardinal though, because there's so many things you can do with the cardinal. You can do, sorry Jen, you can't get it. Sorry Jen, you're already a designer. It cannot be done. I can't get it either, sadly. But if you're a Perks member already, the way you can get it is just what you need to do. If you want the kit and you want to enroll as a designer, you'll want to cancel your Perks membership. And then I'll send you my link. And what am I looking at right here? These are his feet. Then you can join as a designer with the kit. If you just hit upgrade, you won't be able to grab the kit. You got to cancel and then grab it. But don't pay retail, guys. There's no point in paying retail when the Perks program exists. If you're not into being a designer just this moment, it's fine, but don't pay retail. I mean, I say that if you want to spend more money on it, feel free, but you can pause it at any time. There's really no, there's no downside. I don't see a downside to it. Unless, the only thing is if you don't just think you'll make a purchase once a month. If you're not doing that, then maybe it's not, but even so. Still saving quite a bit by doing it. Okay, that's a foot. This is a leg. I don't know. We're going to go with this to be red. I'm going to make these red also. Just, I don't know if they're berries, you guys. Don't come at me. They might be acorns or I don't even know. I'm making them berries. I'm making them red. Some of the kits were, 99, whatever. Some, once in a while, they do this special. Now, you can only do it through September 28th. So, what's today? I don't know, because it doesn't show me. We did it today, September 23rd. So, you have 5 days, I think. All right, what am I looking at here? Some of this I did not chalk very darkly. Darkly? Is darkly a word? I don't know if darkly is a word. Yes, you could totally be a hobbyist designer. That is a thing you can do. You can join as a designer and just save 40%. That's what you do. Okay, these are all going to be green. I thought there were leaves. Oh, these are leaves. These are branches. Hold, please. We're going to paint our pine cones in bark. And the branch in bark. You can use any brown. I think it's this one right here. Nope. Here we go. Oh, those are red. Oh, good. Those will be green. Oh, brown. This is all like brown stuff. Here. That doesn't look right. I don't see it the way they see it. Oh, here is brown. This is also a pine cone over here. And a brown branch. Sometimes I don't chalk enough and then I don't see what I'm doing here. It sort of shows. Oh, there's two birds. How did I miss the second cardinal, you guys? How did I miss it? Were you telling me and I missed it? Let's do this other bird. Now this one isn't really supposed to be red, I don't think, unless it's a baby cardinal. I'm making them both red, is what I'm doing. And the tail comes over here. I'm just trying to see it the way they see it. And the branch comes out and down and here. And here's the branch. I feel like the more I paint, the more I'll see it. Yes, it is a great discount, isn't it? When I joined, I knew I wanted to build the business. I knew it was something that I wanted to try. But you definitely don't have to. And you can change your mind at any point. Like, it doesn't change your status in any way. Like right now, if Dawn just said, I'm going to start going live, and she did, or she started doing workshops or whatever, she could totally do that. Nobody's policing that at all. You don't have a minimum purchase. There used to be way long time ago, but they got rid of the minimum purchase thing. So that's not a thing anymore. I'm just painting in the branch all the way across. You guys are watching me paint today is what's happening. But I just know this is going to be so gorgeous when we're done. Now I'm wondering what's in there. Oh, I see. This is also, I see now. I see. This is all pine cones. It's just the way they look are a little different than what I'm used to. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is a project, I'll tell you. But like I said, you've got the word Merry Christmas on this transfer. You've got your cardinals you can use for other things. They are reusable, as it turns out. Okay, so we've got that. Now this is starting to look I wish I would have chalked this a little darker is all. And then I think what is going on over here is this is brown. So we're going to paint this. Oh, I see. I just didn't push. This whole area is brown. And it's just going to look like a mush until we get it right. I think this is pretty much done, really. But as soon as I put away that brown, I'm going to need it. Oh, see? We also need to do the beak on that, but just give me a minute here. We're going to do the branch here. I did not use any water on my brush, so that's giving me a little thicker coverage. You could totally thin out your paste if you want. And if you do want to build the business, there's tons of training in our team page. Plus, I am happy to meet with you anytime or answer any of your questions. I think that's good. All right, now we just got to paint this and the beaks. We'll use this. We're going to go with our ivy. I'm going to give a little bit of water inside there just to move my paste a little bit. Just gives us a little more. It's going to be thinner coverage, but it's going to make it a little easier to paint. The key to this is just staying inside the outside line. Which apparently I picked the world's largest brush, so I'm not sure why I did that, but I did. You guys. And I've already temporarily forgotten about my little letter problem. And anything that I make a mistake or if I go outside the line, I can just touch up with our base color. So it is kind of nice to have everything painted white. You don't have to, but all right, almost done with this. Now I'm thinking up here on the I may chalk that part in green so we can see the pine needles, but I haven't decided. I'm just thinking out loud here on what I might do. All right. All right, so we've got our leaves painted. I think this is ready. Oh no, the beaks. Okay. We're going to keep the green out. I'm going to put my red away. I'm going to see what you guys are saying to me. I definitely need the green because I have to fix my Happy New Year, even though I'm pretending like that's not true. You guys. I'm going to use orange peel for the beaks and the feet. So this is all going to look worse before it looks better. Now, where are his feet? I guess you just don't see his feet, unless they're right here, but I don't really see them. I don't see them. I'm not sure that I painted far enough down on this red. So let's just do that real quick. I'm going to say I got to come all the way down to here. Okay. I think we're good. All good. All our cutouts are good except for that nonsense. And we're going to get it all together, okay? So now, I think the easiest way to do this, we're going to dry it, make sure it's ready to go. I'm going to move my Merry Christmas. Thanks, Teresa Ann Lee. Really like the Santa sleigh you did and having him behind you. Oh, it's my surface on my Etsy shop, Lori. It is with the cutout on my Etsy shop. I created that with my laser. Okay, so the important thing is you spent all this time painting. So you definitely want to protect your paint. So what you're going to do is add wax. Okay? Yeah, that is on my Etsy shop. I just created the frame to go with it and the cutouts and all the things. Now, you could make your life easy. As I tell my kindergarten class, make your life easier. And just have these pine needles be brown and be done with it because it is winter. I'm probably going to do them green though because pine needles pretty much stay green all year. I think the sample of what they did on the chalk site was brown, but I'm going to do the way I like it. I'm going to do the way I like it. So we don't need the red. I don't need the orange or the brown. I don't know why this is even out. Okay, I'm clearing my path here to get this done. I do really think it's way easier with those of you who are nervous with the big transfers to work with your backer sheet under it. These are, you can clean these, okay? So I already redid this. I'm going to go ahead and fuzz the top again, just in my drawer. I'm just going to do it in sections. We wax, so we're pretty good as far as that goes. You know what, maybe we'll just do the bottom also. I'm just going to do this in sections. Fuzz it in sections. Yes, ma'am, and because you typed the word Etsy, you might get a message with the direct link if you have not already typed the keyword. But yes, Runner Girls Designs, my friend. Okay. Now we're going to line this baby up here as best we can. It will be a little forgiving, okay? So don't stress. But I'm going to just look around the sides. You shouldn't see a lot of white. If you see a lot of white, you're not lined up right. So you want to move it from the right to the left, the right, the left, blah, 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 blah. Until you get it mostly lined up, okay? I'm telling you, it will be a little forgiving. It does not have to be perfect. So we're going to start up here. I'm going to do this whole thing in black. Let's see if I have enough. Hi, Lois. How are you? Lois, your happy mail went in the mail today, my friend. Okay, we're going to take our black chalk paste. Now, I said I was going to do it all in black, but I want to do the pine needles in green, so hang on. I don't think that's going to be super complicated. I'm saying that, but I'm going to try my best to do my pine needles in green. And we'll do the rest in black. So let me concentrate here. Okay, and I'm going to do everything else in black. So I'm going to lift and lay, okay? This is what I teach. Oh, I'm so glad I did it in green. You guys, that's going to look really good. It's going to look really good in green. Take the time to do it. And if you get a little green where your black is going to go, you'll be able to, your black will overpower your green, so don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Like I just did right there. I think this is going to be so pretty. Okay. So I'm just going as quick as I can with my green where I think the green needs to be. And then we're going to lift. I'm going to lift. I'm going to hold it where the cardinals are and just kind of release that paste. And then we're going to rub where we have not chalked yet. Just lightly. And do our black. So definitely the cardinals, you want those in black. I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments, but I got to move relatively quickly here. I'm going to try to do the branches around the berries. This little line. The branch, you could use your multi-tool if you're feeling nervous. I probably should have, but I didn't. I'm going to do the pine cones. At least in the rest of this tail. This branch. This one. All of this. You guys, this is going to be so pretty when it's done. Even though it looks like a mess, I promise. It's going to be gorgeous. Oh, I got to move a little quicker. Got a huge glob right there. Thank goodness my air conditioner's not running, which is surprising since it's 100 here. Literally. Not even Nancy language. All right, here we go. I did not. I did them in bark, but you can do yours in nominee. Oh, what happened there? Did I not push it through? They're very thin lines, I think is all it is. All right, perfect. All right, look at how gorgeous. You can do yours in any color you like. Isn't that amazing? Hopefully you love it. I think it's amazing, you guys. Okay, we're gonna do the bottom. Wow. Just wow. Hang on, I'm having an issue here. Just wow. Now, probably I should do my letters, but I'm just ignoring them for right now because they're annoying me. This whole thing I'm going to do in black. The bottom. because we don't have any needles. We just have, what am I looking at here? We just have the leaves at the bottom, the holly leaves. So I am just carefully lining this up the best I can. We're gonna do this whole thing in black, and then I'll complain about my letters. Of course, now my air conditioner is on, but I needed it to not be on a second ago, so it's all good. If you're just popping on, the keyword is cardinal for the product list. All right, let's see how this one turned out. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? So pretty. Okay. Now, I don't want to do this, but I have to. I'm complaining about my letters, but there's my W. Here's my R. You guys, this is so cute. Thank you for the hearts. This is a labor of love today. Or call it what you like. You know what is going to be way faster for me and my brain? We're going to set this aside. I do not want to line these back up. So, you have a couple options. A, you could paint them all white and do it again. B, do what I'm going to do, which is not this brush. I'm going to get one of my Donna brushes. And I'm just going to go around and touch this up. This is what I'm going to do. Because otherwise, it's going to take 9 days. And I don't want to take 9 days. So I am just going to paint over what I just had distressed. You can do it however you want. Like I said, you could paint, it might be faster to paint them all white, dry them, and then re-chalk them. If this happens to you, you could do that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to put them on there like this for now. These just make me mad. This is my own fault. It's my own fault. It's fine. I don't know what I should do, you guys. I know what I should do, but I don't want to do it. Okay, for now, we're going to just leave them. I'm mad about it. Hi, Kathy Tweed. Let's get all this glued to my round. Okay, while I set those aside. Ooh, you know what we're going to do? I know what we're going to do. We are going to do this. We're going to put our birds up here. You guys, gorgeous. We are going to put our holly leaves down here. We're going to make a plan. I got a whole different idea now. I think that goes like that. We can do whatever we want because we have our cutouts. We can move them around. It doesn't matter. We want to move our cardinals back a little bit and have our C like this. Isn't this so pretty? What do you guys think? And we're just gonna chalk Happy New Year right there. And I think I'm gonna do it in white. So the only thing I want to do is make sure I don't get the top part on here. Am I getting black on there? I'm gonna do Happy New Year just like this. Just like this right on here. This solves my problem, right? Tell me this is a good idea. I'm done having a temper tantrum now that I have figured out a solution. Okay, so I'm just going to take bright white and go across. And then glue everything down. And you could do the same from the beginning. And use your Happy New Year's letters for something else. I can paint over those when I'm calmer and re-chalk them in green later. This is called creative liberty, right? Since it was my own problem. Oh, you could do it, Marianne. You could totally do it. And you could do it in stages. You don't have to do it all in one fell swoop like I am, okay? You could totally do it. You can paint your round one day and your cutouts one day and all the things. Very simple. Okay, let's get this all glued together. Now this is a brand new jar of Gorilla Glue. Hi, Tammy. Okay, so this is the way it's going to work. We're going to just start gluing it on. Bottle. This is not a jar. This is a bottle. It's fine. You understood what I meant. All right, guys. I think we've got the gist here. Okay, we'll let that dry for a second. We'll put our brands. Thank you, Marcia. I was close to having a tantrum. I have now fixed it. An adult tantrum. And we're going to put this here. Okay. And then let's do our C next. I just use this. I almost never use hot glue anymore. And it's funny I say that because I was at Walmart getting the sealer that I needed for this wind chime that I made, my friend that I was telling you about. And I totally bought all this hot glue and I don't even, I was out, so I mean, that's why I did it, but do I even use my hot glue anymore? No. Okay, so we're going to do this part. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not upset like that I made a mistake. It just is annoying when I'm live. When you're live, it's a whole different deal. Just because from a timing standpoint, I know you guys don't want to watch me like repaint those, which I would do if I was making a reel or whatever, like Not a big deal. But I typically don't. What part is stuck? I need the E and the M. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate you. All right. And again, I can go back later and put these on right over the letters if I decide to chalk them again. Otherwise, they're just, you know, they're just going to go in timeout for a little while. That's what's going to happen. And then even though your glue will dry clear, I do like to clean it up a little bit. Just helps it'll just dry a little less clumpy, whatever, if you have glue peeking through. But I will turn this around. Let me know what you think. I think it's adorable. Again, if you want to do your pine cones I honestly was going to do shimmer copper, but I don't know. This is what I ended up doing. I just changed my mind. It's not a big deal. You can do it. This is why it's crafting. You can make it any color you like. All right. I think this turned out so pretty. Don't just put those in timeout for now. All right. I'll flip this around so you guys can see it. I'm just sort of letting it chill for a second. All right, I'm not a big bow person. If you think it needs a bow, give it a bow. I think this turned out so pretty. Did you glue your sign? Did you glue your and sign? Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you guys for the hearts. I don't want to lift it too high, but how cute. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you all very soon. All right, don't forget about that designer kit, limited time only. It's also a Perks kit. You can grab that if you're new as a Perks member. And we'll see you so soon, guys. Bye, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. I'm just seeing it in my screen. Oh my goodness. Bye, guys. It breaks it up, but it's also bad.